Good morning, welcome to my channel. So today's topic is fine structure of gene. A gene can be called as a portion of DNA or a segment of DNA which carries biological information for the formation of sometime RNA molecules. So in this time they are called as non-coding genes. At sometimes they produce a polypeptide. They are coding genes. So if they produce RNA, we call this segment as non-coding gene. If they produce a polypeptide or protein, then they are known as coding genes. So we can say that a segment of DNA which is carrying some information that controls certain character known as gene. Non-coding genes, they are actually producing RNAs. RNAs could be rRNA, tRNA, microRNAs. So these non-coding genes, they produce RNA. That means they have information to make these RNA. These genes are very important as they have specific and important functions in the cell. All these are having specific important functions. When we see coding genes, the biological information carried by a gene in its nucleotide sequence, we know this is a nucleotide sequence. Nucleotide sequence contain a set of instructions. This particular portion contains a set of instructions to produce a polypeptide. This polypeptide is a protein, and that protein is having a biological function. The coding region have a set of instructions in the form of nucleotides to produce a polypeptide. If they are non-coding genes, they have set of instructions to make a RNA. So in generally we can say that in any gene they contain set of instructions in the form of nucleotide to produce an RNA molecule. That RNA molecule may sometimes roles like rRNA, tRNA or microRNA, and at some other times this RNA molecule further produce a peptide, and that peptide is a protein. If they produce a protein, they are known as coding genes. If they produce only certain RNAs, we call them as non-coding genes. Coding region of a gene, this is the coding region of a gene. In this coding region, you can see informations like a promoter region and there is a termination region. The promoter region is actually driving or initiating the process of formation of that particular protein, and the termination region stops that. And you can see in the middle there is a region that is coding region, which is actually containing the set of instructions to produce that protein. Genes may have different size, but average size of a gene is about 1000 base pairs. Each gene is containing a coding region, a promoter region and a terminator region. Now in an organism's genome, let us take this as a genome, you can see several genes arranged. The genes arranged in such a way that you can see here gene B, gene A, gene C, etc. But in between the gene B and gene C, you see there is a region that is known as intergenic region. That is the region between two genes. In case of virus, the intergenic regions are very small or very little. In higher organisms, the genes are more spread out and are usually separated by very long intergenic regions. Number of genes in different organisms may vary. If you take human being, 25,000 to 50,000 genes, whereas E. coli is having 4,500 genes. So the gene number may vary between organisms, but when you see the intergenic region, that is the space between two genes, this is very little in virus. When you go higher organism, that is from virus to eukaryotes, this intergenic region will have more and more size. When you take human being, only 1 to 2% of its total size of DNA is only having genes. Rest or 97 to 98% is not having any information to carry or to produce a protein. So that means the majority of region in higher organisms is intergenic region, or which is also known as spaces. Now we will compare the eukaryotic and prokaryotic genes. When you take prokaryotic gene, let us say bacterial gene, you can see a promoter, a terminator, and the coding sequence. Then the next gene will start after the space. If it is the spacer, after spacer you can see the next gene. It goes like that. Whereas in the case of eukaryotes, within the coding region means they contain information, instruction to make a protein. This coding region itself is having some intervening DNA sequences, or known as introns, which do not contain any messages. Actually this portion should contain some information to make a protein. But within this coding region you can see the informations are also actually not continuous. In between the coding sequences, they contain informations, these region contain information, but in between this region you can see an intervening sequence. This is known as intron. So in the case of eukaryotes, we call eukaryotic genes as split genes because the informations are not continuous. Also sometimes they are known as mosaic genes. Okay. This is very common in higher organisms, including human being. The number of introns in a gene may vary from 1 to more than 100. So when you compare prokaryote and eukaryote, you can see in the fine structure both have promoters, terminators, but the coding sequence is continuous in bacterial genome, whereas coding region itself is having various introns in the case of eukaryotic gene. Gene expression means from the gene, that is set of instructions, they produce a protein in the cell. This gene to protein is known as gene expression. You know there are various introns in eukaryotes. This is especially in eukaryotes. At the time of their formation of proteins, these introns will be completely removed. You can see here, these are exons. Exons get attached to each other and forms the RNA. Exons gets attached. That means these introns are removed. This process is known as splicing. So in short, we have seen a gene is having a promoter, then a coding sequence, coding region, then terminator. Between genes you can see intergenic regions or spaces, which are very high in the case of eukaryote, very little in virus. Within the coding region we can see introns in the case of eukaryotes. So the genes in eukaryotes are split genes or mosaic genes. And genes may sometimes found in clusters. That means one after another arranged together and they are controlled together. Such gene clusters are known as operons in prokaryotes, and they are known as multi-gene family in the case of human and plants, and these gene clusters are known as operons in bacteria or prokaryotes. Now, some genes may lose their biological information as a result of mutation. Such genes are known as pseudogenes. That means they are physically present, they lost their function due to mutation. That's all for today. So thank you.